to sports. So Steve Hellwagon, who was on my show last week, great reporter, does a phenomenal job covering the Buckeyes. He threw it out there because he knows Jim Tressel real well. Obviously, I know Jim Tressel a little bit, not super well like he does, but he threw this out for, I'm going to say, people like Neil Armstrong, Jack Nicklaus, Bob Hope, I believe. There's been a handful of people that have dotted the I in Script, Ohio. That is like the number one honor, for an Ohio State alum. That's like the most prestigious thing you can do. It really is amazing. And if you've never seen Script, Ohio in person, it is one of the greatest traditions in all of college sports, all of sports really in general. There's some great ones out there, but I put that right up at the top.
Oh, and the fans go crazy.
Oh, it is amazing. Like, to me, I am so pumped, so excited. And obviously you're there for the game, but everything else, the smell, the feel, the game, but like the band is second to none. And obviously they call it the best damn band in the land for a reason. But, giving someone that honor of dotting the I, usually it's like a senior, I think they call it a sousaphone, which is like a big tuba. That they're usually given that honor, and they do that. But on special occasions, they pick an honorary Buckeye, and I think you had to be, you obviously had to be some important person either at the university or within the state of Ohio, and you can't get more famous than Neil Armstrong, first man to be on the moon. Jack Nicklaus, one of the best golfers of all time, and the list goes on and on. Actually, the list does not go on and on. There's only a handful of people that have done that. Right. But I'm just going to pose this question now. Obviously, Coach Tressel left under unfortunate circumstances in 2010 with the Buckeyes, but he turned that program around. It was in a bad place there in the early 2000s, and in his second year, he not only has beaten Michigan twice, he flipped the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, won a national championship, got him to 2 more national championships, and then, took the program to another level. Do you think Jim Tressel should be given that prestigious honor of dotting the I?
100%.
Agreed. I mean, I couldn't like this isn't really going to be any kind of argument because, Youngstown Studio, the president of Youngstown State University. But, again, there might be some naysayers out there that said, well, he left under some bad circumstances and whatnot. But that guy gave his all to the university, to the state of Ohio, the city of Youngstown now, the College of YSU. So, I mean, we are honored to have him he wasn't born here, but he's a Youngstown through and through. And, the things that he sort of got in trouble for back then was basically protecting his players, and and all of that stuff now is completely 100% legal, which is crazy because if you don't know, he was basically covering up players traded merchandise to get free tattoos. It's not like he was, handing bags of cash to recruits or something like that. So nothing nefarious, but unfortunately, that's how his tenure at Ohio State ended. But I think this would be the perfect way to bring him back. They're obviously going to honor the 2002 team, but maybe it doesn't happen this year, but it should happen sooner than later. Yeah, so Ohio State, as an alum, as a fan of Jim Tressel, as a fan of the Buckeyes, I am making that case to please let Jim Tressel dot that I, whether it's this year or whether it's in the near future. So I've said my piece on that. So
argument for me. I think that's a good argument.
Absolutely. So